guys, good morning. We are going to go live today with a full body Pilates workout. You don't need any equipment. It's gonna be flowing, so it's gonna get the heart rate up, which we love. And yeah, we're gonna get right into it. If you haven't met me before, my name is Lindsay Bushman, and this is my channel, Pilates on Demand. So no equipment, full body. I'll give you modifications to make it easier and harder, but it will be a strong flow. Okay, guys, so let's take it to an all fours position. I'm just gonna start my heart rate monitor right here. So you're gonna be on your hands and your knees, and we will be on the knees a little bit. So if you need a pad up, grab a pillow or roll the mat up a little bit more. And here we go. Okay, so spread those fingers out nice and wide, short warm up right here. Navel is in. You're gonna go for shoulder blade push-ups. So you're not gonna bend your elbows. You're gonna let your chest drop down, moving your shoulder blades together. And then you're gonna puff your chest up, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Good, so this is mobility in that upper back. The shoulder blades move together, the chest goes down. The shoulder blades move apart, the chest lifts up. I'm gonna do this forward facing as well, so you can see my chest. So the chest moves towards the floor, and then it moves up into the upper back. So it's like a cat-cow just in the upper part of the spine. Good, let's do two more. Now, when you're in this all fours position, because we're gonna be in it when we do our leg work, I want you to check the back of your head, right? So see how the back of my head's lining up with the rest of my spine? Make sure that is the case for you. So I don't want your head here at any time. Let's just wag that tail right and left, like a little oblique crunch, getting some movement in the waist. Good, and then now you're gonna take your both hands over to the right. Keep your left hip drawing back in space. We're gonna do cat-cows on the diagonals. You're gonna round up, push firmly into the left palm, and then inhale, hard up, hips up. Good, exhale, round up and scoop. Inhale, hard up, hips up. Good, one more. Good, push through the palms, around that spine. Find your back bend. And then flatten the spine, walk it all the way to the left. So right hip stays over the knee and is pulling back. Hands point to the left front corner. Scoop through the spine and push through that right palm. And then inhale into the back bend. Good, two more each way. Exhale, round, lift the navel. Inhale, arch, open the chest. Last one, exhale, scoop and curl. Inhale into the back bend. Okay, guys, we are into our flow. We're gonna start all on the right leg. Hands underneath the shoulders. You're gonna pull that right heel to your low back and tuck the left toes so we're prepped for the next movement. That right leg's gonna lift up just to your hip height, and then you're gonna tap it down. Good, now as I'm lifting and lowering this leg, if you look straight back, your toes and knee should point straight back and not be turned out at all. Okay, we're working to warm up the base of the leg here. So hamstring and tush. Very important that when you lift and lower the leg, the movement's not coming from the spine, from our powerhouse. So our upper body is very stable and still. We're just working into this lower body. Now for this whole series, it's gonna progress and get harder. If you need to come back to this is your modification. You come right here. Okay, adding on right here, as the leg lifts, you're going to hover the left knee 1 inch off the floor and then tap everything down. Good, so now we're employing that left thigh. Hello, quads. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Good, feel the base of your right seat fire up as you lift that right leg. Exhale up. Inhale down. Now make sure that you're not straightening your leg here, yeah? So that heel stays close at the top. We're moving from that hip crease. You got it. Give me 3 more. For 3. This is kind of that place where I was talking about. Don't let your head fall, right? Keep your head in line with your neck, the rest of your body. Last one coming up. You're going to stay in that hover and move just the right leg now. Spine is stable. Hello, heat. Oh, we feeling something, aren't we? Good. You got 7. And 6. Nice job. Don't rush the movement, even though it's hard. Let's stick through it. 4. And 3. We're going to go into a downward dog in 2, Last one. One-legged or three-legged downward dog. You're going to drop the left heel, extend the right leg up and squeeze the glute. Feel a nice hamstring stretch on the left side. Bend both knees, tap them to the mat. Press up, squeeze that right glute. Bend both knees, tap them to the mat. So this is like a feel-good one, right? We're finding some flexibility here. I want you to think tailbone up, top of the head down, and that right leg is squared. So the knee points down, not open. Rotate that right knee and hip to face the ground. Nice work, guys. We're gonna hit 4 more. We're here for 4. Oh, that feels so nice on that left leg. And 3. For 2. Last one. Coming back to the hover. Bend the left knee, curl the right heel in, bring your knee up to your right hip crease height, and give me little pulses for 10. Squeeze that right glute as you lift. That's really what the pulse is about, is that isometric squeeze. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward dog, both feet down. Big stretch through both legs. You're welcome. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold, roll it up. Okay, we're going into a deadlift. So this requires a lot of balance. Use a wall or a chair if you need to. Okay, so we're gonna stand up. Your arms are gonna reach overhead. Palms face forward. That right leg is gonna hover, flex the foot. We're gonna come forward into your single leg stance. Make sure your right knee and toes point down, then we have a lat pull down. Hug the shoulder blades together, palms face the floor. Reach the arms overhead. Slowly stand back up. Good, so hips being squared is really hard here, but that's what we're working, to send this right hip down, the floating leg, then hold back of the head to that right heel, or in one line, lat pull down, reach the arms overhead, and then use that left thigh and glute to return. Okay, let's flow through it. So sweeping the right leg up and back. Good, we engage the upper back, reach the arms long, and bring it up to standing up. I'm gonna try to keep that right foot still floating when I stand up. That's the more advanced option. If you need to tap it down because of balance, do so. When you re-extend your arms overhead, make sure your shoulders are resisting. Yeah, so when I re-extend, try not to crowd, so pull those lats down. Let's go for 3 more. For 3. Good, and 2. You know something fun is coming up. Last one, of course, we're gonna hold that balance. If not, you can modify, hinging forward with both feet on the ground. Lat pull down, squeeze the back, reach along overhead. Now use the back of your right leg. Imagine there are bricks on the back of your right leg. You're lifting those bricks up. Let's get it. Can we go for 6 and 5? Get longer through your back body for 4 and 3. Nice work, guys. For 2 and 1. Return to standing. Squeeze that glute. Dive it down to the floor. Plant the hands, step back, find a high plank. Going into a jackrabbit variation. The hips move back towards the heels. Then coming forward into the plank, the right arm lifts and circles back, up and around. Plant the hand, push up, press up. Jackrabbit. Hips stretch back to the heels. Lengthen forward, right arm circles. Plant the hand, push up, press up. You got it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I forgot the circle. That's okay. So that circle is warming up those shoulders and giving them a lot of mobility. So think big range of motion there. Hips go back. Hips come forward. Big circle and push up. Nice job. Let's go 4 more. We've got 4 right here. Good. If you feel unstable, you can drop to your knees Or you can take your feet wider. Widening the stance is going to be a modification. Bringing the feet closer is going to be an advancement. Good. Final two. Push up, press up. Last one. Jackrabbit, plank, arm circle, push up, press up. Float those knees down. Good work, guys. How are we feeling? Hello from Germany. Try it tomorrow. Hi, Brianna. Okay, we are going to go to the other side. So we are coming into our all fours position. Hands underneath shoulders. You're going to draw that left heel to the low back. Flex the right toes and tuck them against the floor so you're prepped for that knee hover. Here we go. You're going to lift the left leg, squeeze the glute, lower down. Now, checking your alignment so that low back doesn't move as the leg goes up, and your head is not hanging down here. Yeah? Your gaze is just slightly out in front of you. Once you know the movement, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. And then leg stays bent. Yeah, so we're not straightening the leg as it goes up. And do that check. When your leg is at the top, make sure your toes and knee point directly straight back behind you. Okay, let's do 4. We're going to add that knee hover. And 3. This one's letting that heart rate come down just a little bit. 2, I'm catching my breath. So as the leg goes up now, you're going to hover the right knee. So those right toes are tucked. We hover 1 inch. We rest. Hover, lift, squeeze, and rest. You got it. Now, core is really important here. This is a kind of a plank. So we're getting a lot of arms and abs, even though it seems like we're just working those legs. It's really a full body movement. Good. Give me 5. And 4. Good. Next up, you hold the hover for 3. And 2. Okay, keep that right knee lifted on 1. We lower and lift just the left knee. Everything else is stable. Lift your heart up into between those shoulder blades. Find that core connection from your upper abs, the ribs come together. From the lower abs, the belly pulls to the low back. We have 4 more, and we go down dog, leg extension in 3, for 2, last one. Okay, this time straighten both legs, drop that right heel, bend both knees, tap them out. Lengthen, we're squared in the hips and in the legs, and tap. Good, big stretch. Now I'm feeling a big stretch in my right leg and left leg, but I'm firing up that left glute at the top. I'm squeezing my tush. Good, breathing through it. This feels nice. Maybe I keep saying that, I'm like trying to brainwash you. I'm like, this feels great. I know it's hard, but we're strong. 3 more for 3. Good. And 2. Okay, last one. We come back to the hover. Right knee bends. Left leg lifts to hip height. We have those little pulses. So I want you to squeeze your butt as that leg goes up. That's what it's about. It's not this guy. It's a lot slower. 8, 7, 6. We got it. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward dog. Stretch it out. Breathe. Look towards your hands. Walk it to the front of the mat. Roll it up. Okay, so we're coming into that single leg balance. Grab a chair or wall if you need it. This time, right foot planted. Left foot is flexed. I'm hovering my left foot. You gotta lift really high out of your supporting leg. Lengthen that spine. Arms reach overhead. So we're gonna come forward. I gotta dodge to the tree. We're gonna sweep that right leg, that left leg back. Okay, when you're at your lower point, the back of your head and your left heel should line up. So we're not here. This isn't right. Pull your shoulder blades together. Keep your back flat. Okay, lat pull down. Reach the arms overhead. Slowly come back up to standing. Sweep that left leg up. So this is that glute Both legs are working here. Woo, this side's definitely more challenging on the balance, but no problem. We're gonna work through it. Coming up nice and slowly. Left leg sweeps back, hips face the floor. You wanna think of that left inner thigh going up towards the ceiling. Left outer hip rolling to the ground. Good, breathe in. And breathe out. Micro bend your standing knee, especially if you're a hyperextender. That standing knee should not look like that. Little bend to it. Good, we've got 2 more. For 2. And oh yeah, this side's got me today. Okay, last one. We have that hold. We go squeeze the back and lengthen. Remember to lift that back thigh up. So it's not hanging out down here. It's pulling up towards the ceiling. It should be active. Yep, put some life in it. Nice work. Now reach the top of the head forward. Pull your hip creases back to the wall behind you. Give me 3 and 2. That's it. And 1. And then we're going to slowly stand up. Diving it down. Plant the hands. Walk it back. High plank. Toes are tucked. This is our jackrabbit, okay? So the hips stretch back. The knees are still up here. Then we come forward. That left arm circles back up and around. Plant the hand. Push up. Press up. So that's the flow. Stretch the back. Stretch forward. Circle the arm. Push up. Press up. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Circle. Push up. And press up. You got it. We're really strong in the core. And we're using our legs here. If the legs aren't working in your plank, what happens is it will look like this. Okay, so push into your toes and use your thighs to lift up. Good, let's go for 4 more. For 4. Good, jackrabbit, plank, arm circle, and push up. Good, final 2. Stretch, plank, circle, and a push up. So when we do that circle, try not to fall to the right. Keep the hips squared. Circle, and a push up, and press it up. Good work, guys. We are coming into some outer hip work now. So we're gonna find our mermaid position. So right knee in line with the ankle in front of you. Left knee lines up with the outside of your hip. Modification, if it's really intense, you're on your forearm. If you're somewhere in the middle, you can be on your hand. If you want to advance, arms up, okay? So let's start with just finding the leg work. So we're gonna lift that left leg up and then lower it down. Now, as this leg fatigues, it's gonna wanna come forward. I need you to keep it back. Okay, we're gonna hug a moon. Arms lift, arms lower. Wherever you're at, when that leg lifts, try not to lean to lift it up. Okay, so keep your chest in the same position the whole time. Yeah, so this is outer hips, and people call them like saddlebags, muffin top area. That's this. That's this exercise right here. This will get that. Good. When you hug your moon, keep those shoulders relaxed. So we're getting a little body weight arm work. And this is also going to keep the heart rate up, yeah? More muscles at once, compound movements, higher heart rate. Okay, let's go 2 more. Remember to squeeze into that outer hip at the top. Last one. Hold your leg up, extend your arms to a T, circle everything to the front. Now, when I circle front, I'm not moving front, right? With the leg. So keep it back and circle to the side of the hip. Relax your shoulders and grow tall through the spine. My modifiers, if you are down here, you can always do just this one arm. So this is what that would look like. This is what that would look like. Yeah? Modification is not bad. If you throw in the towel, that's bad. Yeah? You can do it. Find something that works for your body. Doesn't have to look like my shape or your friend's shape. Yeah, but that's why there are modifications. There's nothing bad about it. You got it. Okay, last 3, 2, 1. Flex this left foot. Keep that knee up. Turn your palms back. Press straight back. So the leg is staying at hip height and it's squeezing into that glute and hamstring. My shoulder blades are working here. Now notice when you press back, your head doesn't go forward. So pull the back of the head back in space. Let's go for 8 and 7, for 6 and 5, for 4 and 3, shake in, 2 and 1. Keep the knee up, interlace your fingers, rotate your chest to the right and center. Do not drop this leg, it's working. Twist the waist right and center. So this is our seated rotation. Stay tall for me. Twist through the ribs. Just your chest and above for 3 and 2. Last one. And 1. Center, release. Holy moly. Okay, side plank. Forearm down, right elbow underneath the shoulder. Modifiers, you're on your shins and we lift. More advanced, stack the feet and we lift. Okay, my more advanced, we're gonna add a quad stretch. So make sure you're not sinking this bottom hip. Lift, 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 wherever you're at. Pull the left heel in, grab the outside of the foot, pull the knees together, tuck the tailbone, roll that left shoulder open. Now little pulses through that bottom waistline. You got it. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the foot and float it down. Okay, guys, let's take it around the world for mermaid on the other side. Are we getting sweaty or what? So left leg coming in front of you, literally dripping all over my leggings. Left ankle in line with knee. The right knee is back in line with the hip. So remember, you can be on your forearm, you can be on your hand, or you can be up here. Okay, so that right leg lifts and lowers. We're squeezing into the outer hip. Yeah, you're trying to not move over. So if your hand is down, it would look like this. Yeah, so we don't want to do that. So that hand is there for support. Okay, we're hugging the moon. I think it's going to be a full moon tomorrow, right? On the 9th, I think. Good, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Hello, outer hip. Now, another thing to check is that your knee and your foot lift to the same height. So your foot's not lifting more and your knee's not lifting more like that. They're level with each other. Okay? Good, give me 4 more. 4 and 3 for 2. Okay, that leg's gonna stay up, arms to a T. Circle to the front, to the front. Lift taller through the crown of the head. Try to relax those upper traps. You got it, circling front and front. Oh yeah, 4 and 3. Can you lift that leg higher? 2 and 1, circling back. Good, all the way around. Energy through the fingertips, so not relaxed arms here. Yeah, they're active. Liven it up. We got 4 and 3 for 2 and 1. Flex the right heel, palms face the back of the room. Everything presses back. You should feel a squeeze at the base of your seat. So this is outer thigh because we're holding the leg up, but it is hamstring and tush as you press back. Like that donkey kick feel. 5, lift tall. 4, okay, we're coming into the seated rotation. 3, 2, last one, hold it back, keep it lifted, interlace your fingers. We twist to the left and center. Twist to the left and center. Try not to let this back knee come forward, yeah? Okay, 3 more. Breathe out, breathe in, lift, lift, lift. Breathe out, breathe in. Last one. Breathe out and in and take it down. Woo, this side fired up. Okay, so we're into our side plank. Left elbow underneath the shoulder. Remember, you can be on your shins and lift. or you can lengthen your legs and stack your feet. And then we're gonna flex the right heel to us, capture the outer edge of the foot, knees together, tuck the tailbone. Hips and shoulders stack, we pulse into that waistline. Good work. We're up, we're up. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Float it down. Okay, so we're gonna go into some extension. So you're gonna lay on your belly, we're gonna be doing shaving. Pointer finger and thumb connect. The hands go behind the head. So this is from our reformer repertoire. It's also in the Cadillac. So lay on the belly. Options are to be totally flat or come up into extension. We're all gonna start flat and then more advanced you'll add on. So head down, look to the floor, pointer finger and thumb connect, elbows out to the sides. Shoulders are down, you're gonna reach the arms overhead, fully extending through the elbows, and then bend the arms as if you're shaving off the back of your hair. Pointer finger and thumb connect the whole time. Now, if you're more advanced, you're gonna lift the heart, tuck the tailbone. I'm only up in a small extension, right? I'm not pressing into that low back. Those elbows are opening out to the side. Good, I'm looking straight down. And when I straighten my arms, my back is working a lot. Yeah, you're trying to pull your lats in the opposite direction. Good, we've got 5 and 4. Nice. For 3 and 2 and last 1. Good. Plant the hands, stretch back through a child's pose. Take a breath in, roll it up. Okay, so we're gonna take a seat. I'm gonna show you this movement from the back, okay? You're gonna have your arms to a T, left arm up, right arm down. You're gonna try to touch your fingertips. Arms to a T, right arm up, left arm down. To a T, circle around. To a T, circle around. So you can keep doing that, or we're gonna flow with it in spine twist. So arms straight out in front of you, or legs straight out in front of you. Arms to a T. I'm gonna be on a diagonal so you can see. We're gonna twist over to the left. Right arm up, left arm behind the back. Come through center, open the arms to a T. Turn the chest right. Left arm up, right arm back. Good, open, breathe in. Rotate, right arm up. Open, breathe in. Rotate, left arm up. Good, I'm gonna turn all the way around so you can get a different view. So see how tall I'm lifting. When I twist, I'm turning through my waist. Don't fall to one hip. Breathe in, breathe out, twist. Turn through the core muscles. Good, let's do 4 more. And 3. Make sure your legs don't shift as you do this. 2. Good, last one, twist. And release. Okay, we're coming into the abs. So you're gonna come back onto your forearms. Yep, we're gonna have a nice proud chest, and your hips are gonna be slightly scooped. Belly in. Extend your leg out to your low point, and that is totally fine if it's here or if you need to bend your knees, okay? Then we're gonna flex and point. I want you to zip those inner thighs together. So you're actively pressing the legs into each other. Now let's just check the form. So make sure you're not dipping down between those shoulder blades, yeah? Lift the heart, pull the navel in. This is now our focus, is the core. So look at your belly, pull it into the body. You got it. Okay, we're gonna take this into a first position Pilates V and frog. Bend as you press the legs out, the inner thighs squeeze, the navel pulls in. Diamond the knees, extend, pull the abs in. So this is gonna also be inner thighs. Good, stretch out, pull the belly to you. Good, remember the lower is more challenging. You can send this straight to the sky if you need to modify. Good. every time it's like you're trying to pop a balloon between your thighs. We're going to be taking this into Peter Pan. So I'm just going to angle to you. Your right knee is going to bend like your frog, and your left leg's going to go straight out to the left. Then you're going to press the legs back to center. Then left knee frog, right arm straight out to the right, through center. So the legs are doing opposite actions. It's going directly to the side. Yep, but you're not going to fall onto it. So whatever leg opens, you got to keep the opposite oblique heavy. Okay, that's not the most pretty angle, so I'm not going to stay like that. You guys got the idea now? Good, we're really turning out through those hips. That's how you get the inner thigh muscle. Good. Squeeze the heels together in the center. We got it. Last two. Last one. So, legs super externally rotated, belly in. You're going to separate mat distance, then internally rotate. From the top of the thigh, the knees and toes, big toes touch. Turn out, separate. Turn in, return. So this is external as we separate, internal as you return. You're looking at your hip creases, right here, the thigh bone. That's where the movement comes from. It's easier to see it and do it in the feet, but the movement's actually from the hip. This action right here. Good. Turn it out. Turn it in. You got it. Turn it out. Turn it in. Check the form. Make sure we haven't sunk in the chest. Good. Let's go 4 more. 4. And 3. For 2. Good work, guys. Last one. Okay, we're going to go Pilates V. Legs go up to the ceiling with pointed toes. They separate mat distance apart. We're turned out. Squeeze your heels back together at 45. Straight legs lift and separate. Straight legs squeeze together at the bottom. Good, so we're up and separated. Kneecaps to the side walls, and we squeeze at the bottom. Are you feeling those inner thighs? I certainly am. Breathe out. Turn out more. Pull together. Breathe out. Turn out more. Squeeze the insides of the legs. Lift and squeeze. Good job, good job. Let's go for 4. Good. Try to find that length. Think ballerina legs here. And 3. I'm starting to feel that shake in the inner thighs. For 2. Okay, last one. Bring your legs down. Separate them hips distance. We're turned out circles. Little. Out and around. Out and around. You got it. 8. 7. Can you straighten more? Can you point more? Can you turn out more? 4. 3. 2. 1. Reverse. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Open wide. Press up. Sit tall. Now, if your back rounds when you come forward, you're going to keep your hands right behind you. Lift yourself up. If you can keep your back flat, you'll walk into it. You're welcome. A little inner thigh release, right? Good. Rolling it up. We're making our way onto our backs for the upper core. So you're going to bring your feet to a Pilates V. So toes are slightly apart, knees are slightly apart. Arms can reach forward or they can be behind the back of your head. So I want you to just go into a basic mini crunch. That back is flat, your heart is lifting over the ribs and then down an inch. Over the ribs, down an inch. So if you're confused about how to do a crunch, take a peek at me demoing real quick. So I want you to really focus on the movement being from your upper back. So your shoulders lift and lower, rather than your neck lifting and lowering. This action is only saying yes, but it's not going to strengthen your core. So you've got to learn to lift your upper back away from the ground. So your chest should come up higher, not your face.
Okay, your face lifts as a result of your chest lifting, but not the other way around. That's the spiel. Now let's get into it. And if you need to go for that support, one or both hands behind the head. Good. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. When you come back and you're releasing the curl, I want you to slow that down. So we curl up and we slowly release. That's also going to make it harder. That's the eccentric part of this movement. So if you're going quick up and down, this is a lot of momentum. This is going to get you less. It's still something, but it's actually going to be a lot harder to go slower. Harder and also more results. Okay, try to relax the neck and continue to think about your core pulling your chest up. Okay, that's where we're working from. The breathing here, it's exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose. As you lift up, I want you to exhale so that there is more room. The air is out of the body. There's more room to pull the core in. So when you're inhaling and you're full of air, your stomach is a little bit more inflated, harder to pull the abs down deep. Okay, so exhale, when you lift, contract the abs deeper. What does that mean? Contract the abs is kind of like sucking your stomach in. I mean, that could be like a super like layman's term for how to get the core to activate. And then when you get more advanced, we can get a little bit more woo-woo with the words. I know sometimes it's hard to connect with these spaces. Starting to feel my neck, so I'm just going to support it. I'm just talking to you guys a lot. Do you know how many crunches we've done at this point? It's good. I'm proud of you. Okay, so you're going to reach between the legs and then reach outside of the legs. Reach between the legs, reach outside of the legs. Totally can have one hand behind the head, or you can just continue with both hands behind the head. Curling up, resisting down. Curling up, resisting down. 4 and 4. 3 and 3. Good work, good work. 2 and 2. Last set. 1 and 1. Advance. Legs to a froggy tabletop. Back to those small little isolated curls. Remember the options of the hands. The funny thing about bringing the hands behind the head is it supports the head, but it actually adds more weight for the abs. So it's harder to bring the hands back. Sometimes I like those long arms forward because I feel like I have this like energetic reach when I do that, and it helps me lift up. Good, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going in and out in 2. Hold it up on 1. Reach outside the legs, curl up. Reach in between the legs, curl up. You got it. We are about to complete class and stretch it out. So if this is hard, know that it's almost over and that this is how you get stronger. If it's easy, it's not challenging enough. If you're feeling crazy, extend the legs. Maybe they come down to a 45-degree angle. We're here for 5. A little lower with those legs. Keep that low back on the floor. 4. So strong. Rib cage down. Let's get it. 3, 3, 2. 2. Last set. We go 1 and 1. Hug it in. Shake that neck out. You guys did amazing. I'm super proud of you. That was a lot of flexion. Okay, rock it up for me. Come on to the belly. We're going to stretch out the abs. Hello, Kelsey. Hello, Paul. Okay, so onto the stomach. Let's stretch out the core. If you have a tight low back, hands higher up for your cobra. If your low back is healthy and doesn't get irritated, hands can come underneath the shoulders. Relax the shoulders down, peel up,
Good. I want you to roll onto the front of your left thigh. Let the right thigh lift. Look to the right. Roll onto the front of the right thigh. Let the left thigh lift. Look to the left. Good. One more each way. Twisting right. Breathe in. Twisting left. Breathe in. Good. Coming through center. Float it down. Press to kneeling. We're going to bring that left knee forward for a pigeon. So the knee turns out, the foot goes across the mat. Now your back knee should point to the floor. If your knee is like this and opening up to the side, slide a pillow underneath your left hip. So you can roll the front of that right hip to the floor. So if you want to add on to this stretch, you're going to curl the back heel in, grab the right foot, and pull the heel to you. Adding on from there, you lean forward. So this is like a 2 birds, 1 stone. You guys know I love that saying. Front hip, back thigh. Feels good. Good. We're going to gently release the back foot. Step back to kneeling and let's switch. So bringing this right leg forward. Turn the toes and knee out. Okay, so check this left side. Left hip draws forward, knee points to the floor. You can stay right here. You can fold forward right here, or you can add that stretch. Grabbing the outside of the foot, draw your left side forward and your right side back. Yeah, what happens here is it kind of wants to open us up. Lean forward into it and stretch. So proud of you. You guys started your day off right, or maybe you're wrapping it up right. Not sure where you're at in the world. Woo! Okay, let's release. We're gonna just find a seat, sit comfortably, and we'll go into some side bending. So hips are gonna stay heavy, arms to a T, right hand plants, left arm sweeps overhead, rotate the left palm to the sky, and reach. So palm up, thumbs forward. Now you're gonna flex the fingers so they point down, and I want you to push through the heel of the hand. Good, try to stack your top shoulder over your bottom shoulder. Good, this is a big bicep and wrist stretch. Think of the arm moving out of the socket, so not pulling in, but pressing out as if someone's holding that wrist and pulling it out of the body. Okay, let's roll up. We're gonna fold over to the left. Right palm faces the ceiling. Now, if you're tighter, you can be here. I'd rather you be higher up and this top arm be more straight than this. So find that length. That's the energy we're looking for. Flex the palm. And now we're going to turn the chest up. This side I can tell is a little harder for me, so I'm going to come up higher. And push out of the body. So you can see that in the front of my shoulder. This is me not doing anything energetic. This is me actively stretching and pushing away from my body. Good. Bringing the head and chest back. Very nice. Woo, I feel that a lot in the shoulder. Good, and then we're gonna release and roll it up. Awesome work, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for a full body Pilates class. It's about a 40-minute workout with the cool down and warm up. I'm headed out of town on a flight. I literally have to leave in an hour. So I wanted to work out with you guys. I always, if I can, try to move before I get on an airplane because it just feels like I just feel so lethargic when I'm in all the cars and the planes and, just getting that movement in really helps me. So I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend if you're working out with me live today or whatever day of the week it is. My name's Lindsay. This is Pilates On Demand, and I will see you guys on the next workout. Please like, subscribe, share. Let me know what workouts you'd like to see in the comments. Let me know how this workout went for you in the comments. Bye, guys. See you later.